Today I'm going to teach you the super cool Blues Trill, which is going to give you an instant upgrade whenever you're playing anything bluesy, jazz, soul, funk, anything like that. This one trill is going to instantly make you sound super cool. But what am I talking about? What is the Blues Trill? Well, let's check out Dick Parry on Money. Let's check out Don Wilkerson on I Got a Woman by Ray Charles. Let's check out Blue Lou Marini on Sweet Home Chicago. And let's check out Mike Brecker on the Fade Out of East River by the Brecker Brothers. It's just fading out that one. So as you can tell, it's a super hip, really striking thing that you can add to your blues playing. And what you're going to do is you trill from the 5th of the key to the flattened 7th of the key. That's a minor third trill. So let's say that you were in your home key for your own saxophone. You're in the key of D. You would trill from the 5th, which is A, to the flattened 7th, which is C. So if you're in D, and here's your D blues scale, your trill would be from A to C. And just in a minute, I'm going to teach you all the fingerings for all the blues trills, so you don't need to worry about how you do this. But I'm going to teach you some key components of this blues trill before we get into the fingerings, because you don't just trill it. There's hip things to do before you get to the trill. Okay, number one, you are going to scoop into the note. But you're not going to scoop into the note with a grace note this time. You're going to scoop into it using your voicing, using your throat, using your vocal tract. So here's an A. We're going to go. Okay, so quite a long bend to get in there. Number two component. You're going to growl. You're going to hum through your saxophone. I'll put a link to my growling video in the description. Okay, third component, you're going to wait for a little bit. You're going to hold the note for a little bit before you hit the trill. So you're not just going to go straight in with a trill. You're going to go, and then the fourth component, which I almost did there when I sung it, you're going to repeat it. Okay, it's the repetition which makes it cool. Growl, bend, wait a split second, trill, repeat. Okay. That's how you do the blues trill, all right? So remember that as we work our way through all these trills. Right, there is a free PDF cheat sheet for all of these blues trills. That's the link there. It's going to be getyoursaxtogether.com/blues trills. That will be linked in the description. So go and grab your free PDF cheat sheet for that. Okay, here are the fingerings. I'm going to work my way down chromatically over a whole octave, so no matter what key you're in, you know how to do this blues trill. We're going to start with G blues, okay? So if you're in a G blues, the 5th and the flattened 7th are D and F. Now these trills work no matter what saxophone you're playing, okay? I happen to be using the old Better Sax Session Black Bomber today, but you can use alto, tenor, doesn't matter. Okay, so the instructions for each trill are written underneath because they can be a little bit tricky, and this is why this video is so valuable, because I'm going to teach you all the most easy trills. You can call them correct if you want. Right, the first one is palm key D to F. You're going to finger a palm key D, and you're going to trill your front F key and your A key. You're going to do both of them at once, okay? And I'm going to get in on the camera. I'm going to be jumping up and down a lot in this video. That was a good start, wasn't it? Completely muffed it. Now, you'll see in brackets there that I say use right hand double question mark. For some of these ones which are awkward with your left hand, I've got a cool trick where I take my right hand off the thumb guard, move it over to the top of the sax and rifle the keys. So this is my own little personal trick, okay? So instead of, you can move your right hand over and press the keys instead. Cool little pro trick. Of course, it's a little bit tricky getting your right hand back on the horn, but you'll work it out. Right, next one down, we're going to do C sharp to E. This is if you're doing a blues in F sharp. You're going to hold the C sharp, and this time you're going to trill the palm F key. Just the palm F key, okay? Hey, one thing I didn't say before. It's quite cool if you hold that trill and then you bend the pitch down with your voicing and back up. This could be like the number 5 component of the blues trill. Check this out. That's quite a cool little bonus. Right, that's the F sharp one. Let's keep going down. Remember, you can get all these fingerings on the PDF cheat sheet. Just use the link in the description. Right, now we're doing an F blues, and the trill is from C to E flat. You're going to finger a C, and you're going to trill your D and E flat palm keys. Right, next one, you're in an E blues. You're going to trill B to D, and you're going to use, just looking at my notes here, you're going to use the side E key, okay? That's the 3rd right-hand side key up, and instead of doing it with your finger, you could take your thumb off the guard and do it with your thumb, all right? It would help if I can actually play saxophone today. All right, next we've got B flat to D flat. This is if you're doing an E flat blues, and you're going to finger a bass key B flat, and you're going to trill. You're just going to trill that one finger, which is going to go from the B to the bass key. That's the trill, okay? Next one is if you're in a D blues and you're trilling A to C, and you're just going to trill your B key, okay? So you keep the A key down and you trill your B key. And again, you could move your right hand over for that one. Right, moving on. Next one is G sharp to B. This is if you're doing a C sharp blues, which is useful if you play alto sax in an R&B band, because everybody plays in concert E. That'll put you in C sharp. This is the one that Marini plays on the beginning of the Sweet Home Chicago solo. You finger a G sharp and you trill your middle right-hand side key. That's the side C key. All right, here we go. God, I'm moving through this at a pace. Okay, C blues. You are going to trill from G to B flat, and you basically just finger a G, but when you finger the G, you make sure your bass key is covered, and you trill the A and G key. That's not the easiest one in the world. Actually, that's another one, isn't it? That's another one where you could move your right hand over. That's a really good one for that. Right, where were we? We're almost there. Now we are going to trill from F sharp to A, which is what you would do on a B blues, and you're going to finger an F sharp, and you're going to trill your G key. Not the easiest one, and you can't move your right hand over for that one. Okay. F to A flat for a B flat blues. So you're going to finger an F, but you're going to hold down the G sharp key at the same time as you're playing your F, and then you just trill your F key. That's a great one. That's really easy. Okay, I think we've got 3 more. If you're on an A blues, I'm all out of breath. Jumping up and down and speaking really fast. Chill out, Jamie. Okay, we're in an A blues. You trill from G, you trill from E to G, and this is an easy one. You just finger a D, and then you trill your F and E fingers. And a little pro tip on that one is, it's easier if you take your thumb off the hook. Okay, so when you trill it, take your thumb away from the guard, and then you can just kind of do that, and you can trill faster. A flat blues, G flat, E flat to G flat. This is actually not a great one. You're going to finger an E flat, and then you're going to keep, all you're going to do is lift your first finger, your F key. You're going to trill your F key. You're going to leave the E key, D key, and E flat key down. That's awkward. That's kind of awkward, that one. And last but not least, back to the G blues, but down the octave. This is an easy one. You just finger a D and then you trill your E and D fingers. Right, there you go. That is all the fingerings that you need. Let's go back to this screen. Now, if you want some more really cool saxophone teaching, go and check out my free Saxophone Success Masterclass, which is listed there. And every week in the Inner Circle membership, which is where you get access to me every day. In fact, I've even got the t-shirt. There's a bonus video with a bit more detail on the YouTube video because I can't always fit everything in, I'm afraid. And the last thing you can do for me is, if you're feeling generous and you want to give something back and you feel that these are valuable videos, please do hit the subscribe button. Trying to get to 100k, that would be absolutely awesome. Until next week, I hope your blues solos take on an extra dimension of coolness. I'm Jamie Anderson. You're watching Get Your Sax Together. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Practice hard, practice smart, and enjoy your musica. Take it easy. Why can't I just play it right?